ultimately help people manage their career and business using astrology. Astrology is a holistic process that allows us to help people align on what they are passionate about, provide the tools to build your personal development and live your best life. A way of life coaching consulting company. Reading or coaching, call Keisha Reed at 781-602-0986. That's 781-602-0986. Or check our website, www.thewaveoflife.net. That's www.awayoflysme.net. The Way of Life is a coaching consultant company. Live your best life.
Peace, Virgo. Welcome to your November horoscope. All planets are direct this month, giving you some extra mojo. It's a great time for launches, big decisions, agreements, investing, moves, planning, and new projects. Although I'd look out for my Aries full moon video coming up in a few weeks here. That's going to give you some information on the economy. So I do think that we're headed for an economic fall, and you want to make sure that all your goals and plans are aligned with what is going on in the real world. So do be sure to check that out. And then we have Venus that starts its shadow phase November 18th and will actually retrograde December 19th. It's best to deal with any past issues, detoxing, decluttering, finishing old projects, research, relax, and go with the flow. If you go to my page and click on the blog, you can get my Venus retrograde blog. That'll help you give you some good ideas on do's and don'ts for Venus retrograde. But overall, this is old things coming up from the past, especially as far back as January, anything between January and May, because that's when all of these outer planets went retrograde. And so I feel like now that they are all direct this month, you're going to begin to see a lot of those things coming back. However, we do have this great surge of energy between the 26th and the 30th. I believe it's like 9 positive aspects. And because of that, obviously, you are going to get blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings. And so I'm never the one to suggest you don't live your best life during a retrograde, but just know, family, that retrogrades are cause confusion, miscommunication, delays, and even possibly the ability to have to repeat a lot of these things. So I don't foresee it being anything major, out of control, anything like that. Depending on your other placements, of course, for the most part, this is a great, great energy. And then we have Scorpio season, right? This is Scorpio season. So Scorpio vibes with your sign. So these themes around deep, intimate relationships, money, government, credit, loans, and family are still supporting you in some way. It may have been emotional where you had to sit and get things out in the open, but ultimately it brought in harmony and will continue to do so throughout this time. Now, for Sagittarius season, these themes are a little bit harder for my Virgos to stay grounded at this time. So putting some extra tools to help you focus will help you through this time. Okay. And then when Venus, while Venus is retrograding Capricorn, this is a positive aspect to your placement. So things from the past coming back through again, like I mentioned before, especially for passive income, always a great thing. So every 6 months we have a new eclipse cycle. We are now closing out the Gemini Sagittarius cycle. So anything you learn from the cycle that had to do with how we gather information, how we share information, education systems, working from home, and mobility, teaching and learning, starting a course or getting a job. This also rules immigration and travel will be highlighted at this time. Now, obviously, for these themes, family, I would, again, definitely be paying attention to what's going on the world stage and how that may or may not affect what you are moving forward in. All right. So there will be a new eclipse cycle starting, beginning around finances, self-efficiency, environmental topics, sustainability, food, redistribution of wealth, and shared resources. The last time we had this eclipse cycle was 2012 through 2014. So these themes can repeat themselves in different ways, but ultimately you get the opportunity to grow within these themes or repeat the same mistakes. This could be around income streams ending or new ones beginning. The good news is that this eclipse cycle is more favorable to your placements. So that's always good news, family. Another thing to know is that the eclipses are these really amazing opportunities to track our lineage and how we're passing information down from generation to generation. So it coincides with the nodes in your personal chart. So the South Node are the skills and knowledge that you were born here with, and the skills and knowledge that you gain from the time that you're born up until about age 30, 35. And so how I'm looking at this is you really have this wonderful opportunity to track this process. How are you growing within your generational patterns and things that you've learned from your lineage? And how are you changing and taking the opportunity to challenge generational curses and things of that nature? And then you have the North Node, which allows you to grow within that process personally. What are you learning? What are you taking in? What are you accepting? What are you not accepting? And how that's playing out with the transiting nodes. So knowing what your nodes are in your chart and how they align with the nodes in the sky are very important, family. And your North Node is your purpose, your mission in this lifetime, so that you know what to look forward to and how you are moving forward within this process in that way that you get to see more themes, pieces to your story. And so if you join my Cosmic Connection group, family, you can get your own personal horoscope written out for you. Not to mention, I have over 200 horoscopes written by me, as well as past eclipse cycles, especially the one prior to the one we're ending now, where again, you just have this really great opportunity to grow within this process to see, where were you aligning? Where were you not aligning? How can you do better? What can you change? And how that relates to your personal growth. Now, another thing to know about the eclipse or horoscopes in general, really, but for the eclipses, if you're an avid horoscope reader, you probably notice that it's either on point, it happened already, or you see it happening further down the line. The reason for that is because every horoscope, every sign has 3 decans. They have 3 decans because it equals out to 30 degrees. 30 degrees is how much each sign, each house equals to. And so you have your early degree decans. These are the people who were born right on the cusp, coming out of another sign to the first of the month through the 10th of the month, and the 10th of the month through the end of the month. And I've broken all that down in these horoscopes for you. So for my early degree Virgos, you'll be experiencing this in the 9th house, which is the Sagittarius area of life. So you can go and do your research on Sagittarius themes and characteristics, and this is going to tell you how this is going to show up for you in your life. And my middle and late degree placements, you will be having this in the 8th house. So when I do the Scorpio eclipse reading, listen to that, and that is your horoscope. Everything that I will be mentioning there will be dedicated specifically to you. But you can also do your research on any um, themes and characteristics for Scorpio, and that'll show you how this will be playing out for you and your life. But again, family, if you want your horoscopes written out for you already, you can join my Cosmic Connection group. You can go right to my website, go scroll all the way down to the bottom and click the become a member, and it'll take you right to the Cosmic Connection group. And you'll have all the horoscopes available to you there. Family, I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.